Hi, guys.
When you stand next to me, it looks like that one of these things doesn't belong. One of these things.
Well, I usually actually. Which one's working? This one's working. Hello.
Does it work?
All right. Usually I stand at these things rather than sit, so I can wander up and down and come and point to people and stuff. You know.
Oh no, we've got a game that we play here.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you guys doing? I mean, there's a few people in the crowd out there, isn't there?
Yeah. So let's start with a softball question. So what projects do you have coming up?
I just finished a pilot that's a pitch for a series called A Beautiful Distraction, which is shot in New York, and we'll see where that goes. And then I have another one that I'm doing in about a month or so called The Devil Came from Kansas, and I play the devil.
Sweet. That sounds really good.
Which should be fun. And again, we'll see how that goes. But then I have something called Red Sneakers that came out on Netflix, or should be coming out on Netflix soon. I had something. I've got all these little things I do, and I just go, I'll do them and go off. You know, but
right.
You know, I'm into production now, and I'm into my sword experience, which some of you know about, which we did actually in this room. It seems so different with all the walls in now, you know. But yeah, so I'm fairly busy, as well as my Peace Fund.
Radical, is it Radical Productions? Did I say it right?
No, yeah. Radical Road is
Road.
No, Radical Road's another. Film Blips is my production company.
Okay.
Radical Road was one we were working on, and we may still resurrect it, but it's not working at the moment.
All right, so this is what we do. Do you see that cube right there? The one that says Lexington? That's a microphone. So, who has the first question?
I'm going to throw it at you.
Yes.
Which one wants it?
That guy was really excited.
Yeah. Yeah. We're in UK. I've got to tell you something else too, which is kind of fun. Yesterday, or day before yesterday, Bev Shahar and myself, who is the head of my my Peace Fund organizational team, we interviewed some people for Peace Fund Radio, which is a radio show I do weekly. And they kept saying, yeah, you know, in the UK, I'm like, what, England? They're like, no, University of Kentucky. So now I know what UK stands for here. And transies, which is very similar to, anyway. So now I've got to get the lingo right before I get...
There's a bunch of people in here who are transies from UK. Go ahead, sir.
Adrian, growing up, I always loved hanging out with my dad, watching Highlander and everything. And my favorite part of the show was any episode we never knew just where in the past you would have the flashback to. I'm just curious, what was your favorite period set costume from the show?
Well, I did like being Duncan Macleod in the Highlands of Scotland. You know, it was kind of fun because I kind of felt that was his roots, but you know, it's like going to a fancy dress party. You know, you're dressing up every week as somebody different. And so we had, when we were in France, we had some fantastic costumers because there's a lot more period stuff done in Europe than there is in America. You'd have, you know, the Americans' War of Independence or the Civil War or those types of costuming that you could get easily here. But then when you're going into, you know, Scottish or French, European type of